I bet that our next guest, if first time he's on camera, will have a smile on his face. His name is, come on, smile, please, Dr. Ben Carson, please, come on. You can do better than that, Dr. Carson. Come on, it's Saturday morning, for heaven's sake. Okay, all right. What do you make of Hillary Clinton being introduced at that concert there for Jay-Z and all that he has done and said about women and violence? What's your take, please?
Well, my take is that she is trying to cultivate votes, and in her mind, in the African-American community, it's all about bebop and jazz and being cool, and she really doesn't seem to appreciate the fact that many people in the African-American community are intellectual, and they're actually capable of looking at the circumstances around them, recognizing what's going on in their communities, and recognizing that basically she's full of untruths.
You put that so delicately, and then you have the big smile. That's good. Now, the latest Fox News poll shows that Donald Trump is supported by just 8% of voters, only 8%. How about that? Because that's a very low number.
It is a low number, although it's a higher number than Romney or McCain had. But recognize that a narrative has been spread throughout our society, and particularly in the black community, that Donald Trump is a racist, and if you're voting for him, you're an Uncle Tom, you're a sellout, you're this, that, and the other. So a lot of people who are going to vote for him are not going to admit that. So I don't think that polling is accurate by any stretch of the imagination. And recognize that he has reached out, and he's talked about the thing that is most important, and that is education. I don't care what your race is or what your economic circumstances are. If you get a good education, you write your own ticket. And we have large groups of people, particularly in our inner cities, who are consigned to these inappropriate schools that are not effective, and they're not getting an education. It changes the trajectory of one's life completely.
Doctor, may I just say something on my own behalf here? I think that Donald Trump's biggest winning issue is school choice. Isn't that the most vital thing for our inner cities, for all across America? Isn't that the big issue here?
It's a huge issue, and I, for the life of me, can't figure out why, you know, the president and the Democrats don't understand how important that is. Why would they not want people to get the best possible education? And, you know, the answer to that is not a pleasant answer.
Look, isn't it all about the teachers' union, which votes and gives a great deal of money to the Democrats and votes in lockstep with the Democrats, and they've got that locked down in our inner cities? That's the reason, isn't it? It's the teachers' union.
Right, special interest. Virtually anything that comes out of Washington that doesn't make sense, it's because there's a special interest group behind it. And, you know, when Donald Trump talks about a swamp, I mean, it is incredibly corrupt, both Democrats and Republicans. And, you know, a lot of the never-Trump Republicans are very comfortable in the swamp, and they certainly don't want to see somebody come in and drain it. So they would stick together with the Democratic swamp creatures. But it's so important to get them all out, because this country is not supposed to be about them. It is supposed to be about we, the people. And I believe the American people are very smart. And that's why Thomas Jefferson said that we would come to this point. But before we changed into something else, the people of America would recognize what they were about to lose. And a very rapid grassroots movement would occur, and they would regain control. I do believe that that's what's going to happen, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing the pundits scratching their heads and saying, what the heck just happened here?
I'm looking forward to the media when they figure out that you just called Democrats swamp creatures. But that's another story, sir. And we're very, very happy and privileged to have you on the show this morning on a Saturday. Dr. Ben Carson, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.